Wheezy Waiter has been doing this thing recently. He's a YouTuber who does a walk and talk. And I mean, there's lots of vlogs out there where people just, walk and talk at the camera while they're walking. Well, I'm driving. I'm not really walking right now. And I've done truck cam before, so I'm going to stick with this. But I just wanted to mention journaling. I've never, ever been a to-do list maker, or more specifically, I've never been good at making to-do lists. Like I've tried lots of different organization methods and productivity things, and usually it ends up me downloading all sorts of different apps that are supposed to keep me on task and remind me and make it easy to get stuff done. And they just never work. And the apps always get me distracted, right? I end up spending days or longer getting them tweaked and set up and just exactly how I think they're going to be awesome. And that's the part that I enjoy. It's like a project part, right? It's it's like getting a deep dive into a new project, and then I lose interest in it. And when I lose interest, then, it's just to use it isn't fun. And so I abandon it. And then there's to-do lists all over, or sometimes I'll try to use the best tool for every situation. And so I'll make sure all of my stuff is scheduled in a calendar. But then sometimes you schedule things, but they're really more to-do things. Or I'll make a reminder in my Apple reminders app, and it's a timed reminder, but should that just be a calendar entry? And then I think about it. And anyway, the point is, I never know where any of my tasks are. I rarely check anything off. I don't know how to break a project into small tasks. And so I've just been horribly disorganized my whole life. And a reason or a contributing factor might be ADHD. I didn't know I had ADHD for the bulk of my life, but that's not an excuse. I could still learn to do the things. So anyway, I say all that to say that I did recently start a bullet journal. And I recommend that if you're thinking about starting a bullet journal or doing a bullet journal, do not look at YouTube videos on it, because, oh my goodness, people do these spreads and trackers and these artistic things, and there's weekly logs and migrating to weekly reviewed logs and monthly logs and future logs, and it's overwhelming. It is so overwhelming. So basically what I did, I read the book. I read Ryder Carroll's bullet journal book, and I listened to it, and it was great, and his recommendation was to do just the bare minimum for at least 2 or 3 months. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing, I set up an index, I set up a future log that has nothing in it, and then a monthly log where I try to put if I had appointments or people's birthdays, or I put my paydays on there, and the monthly log. And then every day I've been trying to just put tasks and events and notes as they happen, even if they already happened. A couple times I've done a task, and then I went back to my bullet journal and I made the task, and then I X'd it out, because I want to have a record of the things that I do, because supposedly that's one of the big advantages of the bullet journal. And so anyway, that's what I've been doing. And I'm saying it on this, my other channel, if you will, because I want to partially keep myself accountable. I also want this to kind of be a log. So, if I can stick with it for 2 or 3 months, and I can come back, maybe I'll be wow, I'm glad I did that, because now it's, an integral part of my process. Anyway, I haven't figured out how to do long form. Here. This used to be a paved road, and now it is a dirt road with construction cones. But anyway, I haven't figured out how to do long form journaling yet. I do think that would be awesome, you know, like a diary or journal or whatever you want to call it, long form. But I don't know. I've started things like Day One, you know, the digital thing, and I started a journal in a Trillium app and stuff. But I find that if it's an app, I get distracted so easily setting it up, and then once it's set up, it's no longer interesting, so I don't go back there. So I don't know, maybe I'll do some long form journaling in my bullet journal eventually, but I'm not going to pressure myself to do that until I just keep it simple, keep it simple, Sean. That's a friendlier way of the KISS acronym. For, you know, a couple months. Maybe I'll do journals in there. Anyway, if you've done any journaling, I'm curious, what has worked for you, especially if you have ADHD or think you might have ADHD? What sorts of journaling has worked for you? Do you use a bullet journal? Have you tried a bullet journal? Do you do long form journaling at all? It's something I really want to integrate into my life so that I can look back and just see how things have changed. I mean, I forget so much, and I just like to be able to look back and celebrate the wins, because I think I forget the wins the easiest. So anyway, hope everybody's having a great day. I feel like I'm starting to get my feet under me after a couple months of being just overwhelmed with life and work and lack of productivity. Finally got a video done on my normal channel? No, on my main channel. And so as I'm driving a pacifier that was left at our house out to my daughter, who has a very fussy daughter herself, I just thought I would not look at the camera. I'm looking at the road, but I thought I would just say hey and get some thoughts out there. So yeah, I'm curious what your journaling experience is, and thanks if you made it this far. Bye.